What's going on, blattin people? Unknown Reloader here with a little discussion about something I should have got into a long time ago, and that's competition shooting. So I signed up for a match before I got off the boat last trip. It was at the Outpost Armory in Murfreesboro, and had a lot of fun there. So as soon as I got home, I started working on whatever training I could think of. Went through about 450 rounds on the good old Glock brand Glock 19, and had a big time competing at the match. I wish I had brought a camera there to record it, because I had a really nice setup and had a lot of fun there. Ended up coming in third. It was kind of I found it on Practice Score, but they didn't list any of the scores on Practice Score. They emailed everything out, and everyone there was a unranked shooter, but had a big time there. You know you made it when you can skin deer in your garage. Yeah, anyway, so the guy that won the match in Murfreesboro, he had a 45. It was all gooned out with EPS and ramjet and magwell and all that stuff. So I went and got me a 45 because I was going to goon it out too. I thought about putting an SRO on it, but the more I see of them breaking from waist-high drops, the less inclined I am to do so. Could do a 507 comp, but I'm really not into the little circle dot reticles. You know, really liking this EPS though. I just went with the red 6 MOA standard dot. I really like it because those larger dots seem to distort less with astigmatism style. It does seem a little bit less precise for the 80-yard plate out there. It seems a lot easier to hit it with the Delta Point than it does with this. The Delta Point's got a 2.5 MOA reticle. But for practical shooting, I'm really liking this. This window seems like it's just big enough, and I'm really like being able to get the dirt off the back here very easily. So probably should have had it K-cut instead of RMR SRO cut, but oh well. As far as 45 goes, I do like how it shoots. People say, oh, the recoil impulse. Hey, it recoils like a 19 with a longer handle. Seems about the same to me, but I do like how my hand sits in the frame. A lot better on this than the 19. 19 seems a little bunched up for me, but this seems like, it's just got that lower swell that really goes in the right spot on your hand. And the thinner grip up top, that's like when you holding your lady's wrist down. But anyways, really liking this. Hadn't done anything else to it except the Howie's hockey tape. A little bit of an undercut, cut down on that Glock knuckle. And that's about it. I'll probably get a better plate if I keep this EPS and people running in log trucks. Or if I go ahead and put the SRO on it, I will move this to the 19. And then I'm thinking like, oh, why don't I just standardize on red dots? Not just have a competition dot and a carry dot, but just standardize on them. It's got a nice little reticle. Like this, hope this thing holds up. I hope that plate holds until I can get a steel one in, because this is currently the Hollow Sun aluminum one, but it's holding zero just fine. I did go ahead and machine down my own screws that I got from the hardware store, so I wasn't using the questionable Hollow Sun screws. But other than the screws and the aluminum plate instead of steel plate, this is a pretty nice optic. Seems to work very well.
On deck, in the hole. All right. Hey, Crit. You're in the hole. Who's up? Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Stand by. Clear hammer down and hold it.
So I was really satisfied with this run. I think it went fairly well. Made a couple little mistakes, like engaging down up and then going down up again instead of doing like a clockwise pattern, and then going to engage this one first instead of, you know, shooting the one on the right. I see what they're saying about shooting the one on the right first so you can get to a little bit faster exit. I was thinking, you know, shoot the first one around the corner, but you got to remember, this is a game, not, you know, tactical stuff. Now the next run, we got to talking about grip strength and shooting on the move, and I kind of loosened my grip up and slowed down way too much. My hit factor suffered substantially, and I was really not satisfied with my performance in this next one.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. If you are finished, your load show clear. If clear, hammer down and holster.
Yep, I had heard, you know, you slow down, you loosen your grip, you loosen your arms, you're just going to be slower and you're going to shoot worse. But here, most of my shots were fairly good. I also forgot about that one on the right, much as I told myself not to forget about the one on the right, but the hit factor did suffer from slowing down. And as I transition right here, I make the worst mistake by accidentally stepping right over the line and firing 8 rounds out of bounds. Now, the range officer told me it wasn't a significant advantage, so it would only be 1 procedural, but I told him, hey, I done it, put it down. And they were like, no, this is more of a class, so we're not going to count it this time, but don't come back in 2 weeks and do it in an actual match. So, really dissatisfied with this run. Now, that last one was just a bill drill, but the GoPro forgot to turn on, so I'll just post up the scores right here. So, overall impressed with Little Hollow Sun EPS here, especially its night vision performance. Not that I'd barely be going loud shooting at night, but still just a fun thing to do. I appreciate y'all watching, and y'all get out and blat your gats in a competition setting. See you later.